Before I start, I know it's been a long day, I just want to check to make sure you can hear me all right at the back. Can you hear okay? Yeah, lovely. Unlucky, at least I ain't got a choice. So, I mean, it's been, as I said, it's been an incredible day today here at the Open University. For me, more so because I'm also 50 this year, but the Open University assisted me and helped me in turning my own life around. And I'll come back to that in a moment. I'd just, first of all, like to ask you a question. The African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. Who, by a show of hands, has heard of that? Wow, okay, quite a lot of you. And again, with a show of hands, who believes or accepts that statement? Okay, quite a high majority again, which certainly makes you wonder where the villages go when that child subsequently locks up. Now, I'd like to take you on my own journey. At the age of 8, a period of sexual abuse began. 2 years later, I contracted meningitis and my first police caution. Lucky would never be my nickname. I was the youngest of 6. I had 3 sisters, 2 brothers. We shared the same house. We shared the same parents. I even shared some of their clothes. But my journey was an individual one. At the age of 14, I found myself kicked out of the education system, and in no time, I was in the care system. Typical story from someone with my background, from secure unit to prison, child to adult. So why? Well, mainly because I got caught, but mainly because of mistakes that I made, lessons never learned over a 40-year relationship with the criminal justice system. Now, I've come to a part in my life where I've been able to change my life around, and what I want to do is I want to try and take you guys into a part of my life that I've now turned my back on. And in a moment, what I'm going to ask you to all do, if you can please, is to close your eyes. So please, if you can close your eyes. Okay, now open them again. I don't want to ask how you feel, but I want you to stare not into the image, but through the image. I suppose loneliness, even though it's a room for 2, but designed for 1. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is also where you sleep, eat, wash, and defecate in front of a stranger. However, I wonder how many of you see hope, desire, determination, a will to succeed. I and many of my peers did. We didn't see a door slam on opportunity. We saw a door open on opportunity. Rehabilitation is an attitude. Reform is the process. Education is the pathway. I now have a new relationship with the criminal justice system. One where I try and use my lived experience to influence the way that those that I left behind the wall, and if you like, some of society's most vulnerable, influence the way that they think in turning their own lives around. Because what we need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is this needs to be a combined thing for everyone. We need to look at lived experience and understand the importance of lived experience. We need to look at the power of education, but we also need to have a more informed, better understanding, empathetic society, because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, most people in prison will be coming out and will be your neighbours one day. So second chances, redemption are important, and they're important things for society to take on board. Because if we've done that, ladies and gentlemen, if we can combine the lived experience with the power of education, along with an empathetic society, if we did that, not only will we produce a prison system fit for purpose, we will also produce a prison system that works. And if we did that, ladies and gentlemen, if we did that, and if you don't mind altogether, imagine what's next. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.